it had just hit me about my experience through everything, through all the detoxes and everything, through all of it, through the experience of all the drugs that I took, the drinking, the glorification of all the posters on all the gas stations and all the commercials and the race cars and all everything, anything you could think of. And it hit me. Our educational system did not get us the city, state, and all that. It did not get us ready for this world. As ugly as this world is, it did not let us know. I mean, alcohol's been around forever. And they say there's 88,000 deaths a year from alcohol-induced deaths, which is times 4 of that. Anything they say times 4. The opiate situation, which we didn't have all that nonsense. You know, they have to go through generational stuff to experiment stuff and go through the deaths. And you know, it's just collateral damage. And they have so much money, these people, these companies that merge. But you have to admit that our own country does not get us ready for all this. Because, see, I've had to teach myself everything. Stuff that I was never taught in school that nobody ever is. You know, about the history of our country, the true history. I mean, I'm serious. Have you ever wondered why every fucking person in the history of the United States of America has been fucking perfect? Nothing wrong with them. And the ones they wanted something wrong with them, they're going to make it wrong with them. You know, you have to look. I mean, I'm serious. I have educated myself. And I'll challenge anybody that owns a business. If you want to try to teach me what's taking you forever to learn how to do, let me run with you for a few months. And we'll just see, you know. And it's just an experiment. Sort of like they're doing on us. And they're killing all of us. That's just to learn. Because if they dumb society down like it's happened, that's what happened in my case. And then when I cut all the shit out of my life that was dumbing me down, wow, look what's transpired. You know, because here's the ideal about God. Let's throw prophecy in. We're going to throw the Bible in for a minute. What does the devil do? What does Satan, Lucifer, do? He tries every way he can to not let you get a chance to know who Jesus is, the true Jesus. That's his job. Look around. Look at everything. Look at that store right there. There ain't nothing positive on that store, even when you walk in that store, and that's on every corner here in America. And I'm serious. Why ain't fucking libraries everywhere? You know, with people in there getting paid good money to teach us what's going on and how to deal with all this shit. Instead of saying, you know what? It is what it is, and then they've got this fucking depression thing going on about suicide and stuff. Guys, it's in your antidepressants. It's in your pills. It's in what you're watching, what you're listening to. It's a combination of all that shit. You know, these people are experts at it. Experts. They're geniuses. You don't know the mindset. You know, and when I do the history of myself, when I got busted with 10 pounds of marijuana years ago, felony boot camp's what they put me in. And it was run by Marines and military. And seeing, if you do the research, see, Europe came over here, and it's all European, everything is. I mean, look at the capital, it's all Rome. But the Europeans came over here, and that was their army, basically, the Jesuit army. So it is the Jesuit mindset. So when I went to fucking boot camp, the Jesuit mindset fucking trained me. It's what they did. That's what it is. You know, and it's a hell of a mindset, but I'm using it for the positive, for the Most High. Not to go back to Rome or the papacy. That's nonsense. I'm not doing that. That's their right and that's my right. You know, but then when I go to AA, check this out. When I go to AA, you know, I'm into it and everything. The fourth step teaches you on how to do an inventory. And once I get going on that inventory and everything, I said, you know what? I'm going to go back to the Garden of Eden. I'm going to find out what's going on. And that's what I did. And when the more I researched about AA and why Rockefeller gave Bill $2,000 or $5,000, my mind went blank, but why did he give him that money? Why does he know him? Because of Wall Street and all that stuff. And I can see Rockefeller telling him, because when you really research about the other things, about like the Masonic lodges around throughout the world, if you go to whatever part of the world it is, the religion of that continent is going to be the religion within that Masonic lodge. And it is. And I can see him telling Bill, look, won't you just make it? Because see, they have your true Masons that are very high up there. They, you know, and read Albert Pike's book. He talks about all the religions, moral codes and dogma. And he does. He does. Read it. If you're a Mason, if you hadn't read that book, you're not a true Mason. It's a crazy book. I mean, but that's his thing. You know, but when you get into AA and you research more about AA, it's about knowledge. I mean, it is. And that's alchemy. It's alchemy is what that is. It's all it is. You know, and I've told some old timers that, and it's blown their mind because they know it too. It's Gnosticism. It's what it is. So I have a education of a combined total of everything else in this world that they're using to destroy this world. I've actually got the power. I got it. See, and that's why I'm here on this planet. It's because I went through all of that shit to experience it. And I had that early education in church. The Protestant Christians, whatever you want to turn it, talk about, that's Baptist, you know, but I don't claim anything. I claim God, you know, but I will attend church on the Sun God Day. You know, but when you break it all down, I experienced all that for one reason, and that was to call everybody out on their bullshit. And if you get mad, get mad. That's your deal. It ain't mine. I don't care. You can comment and say whatever you want to. But the one reason people can't talk about anything I talk about is because they're anchored into whatever it is they're anchored into. They refuse. That TV has y'all so scared about looking in the other direction. And people, your own skin color, white, black, brown, they tell you to not watch this. What do? You don't watch it because I'm going to believe them. And the whole fucking time, y'all are just falling apart. It is. Sorry for cussing, and I love every last one of you, and I'm doing this to try to help you. See ya.